My fiancé's mother said my astrological chart clashed with his. I would ruin his future. So for 7 years, every wedding night, I was locked in a dark room with an animal. Dog, rooster, cow, snake. Every year I screamed, "Say no!"
No!
The next morning, when they saw me wrecked and shaking in torn clothes, they only shook their heads.
Still not worthy of being true bride.
In Sicily, every Christmas Eve, unmarried girls went to the chapel to drew tokens. A red token meant her fiancé's boat would come to take her to the wedding. White means wait next year. For 7 years, I drew white every time. In the 8th year, I took a handful of red tokens and sneaked to my fiancé Marco's house. I wanted to cheat. Then I heard him whispering to his brother in the courtyard.
Tommy, switch Serafina's token to white tomorrow. Bianna's still weak. I need 1 more year to take care of her.
His brother hesitated.
Aren't you afraid she'll get angry and get on another man's boat?
Marco laughed softly.
Everyone knows she's mine. She waited 7 years for me. Even if she pulls a red token, who would dare let her on his boat? She's easy to fool. Once I take Bianca onto my boat, you just tell her Nomno collapsed again, and she needs to go home. Next year, I'll marry her with the greatest wedding. Every mafia family will know she is my wife.
The red token slipped silently from my hand. Tokens scattered across the ground. Then, I did back home. I did not tell Marco that my nonno only had 3 days left. His last wish was to see me married. If Marco refused to marry me this year, I had to board another man's boat. The next morning, girls gathered outside the chapel in gowns made for wedding. Only mine was the same gown from 7 years ago, faded. When I appeared, the girls around me stepped away.
Serafina drew blank 7 years in a row. Don't stand too close. Bad luck spreads.
Papa stood on the dock, watching his men line the boats. I held my candle and walked. Papa warned me again in a low voice.
Serafina, remember what you promised your grandfather.
I looked at the token box.
Don't worry, Papa. This year, I must get on a boat.
A sudden noise from the crowd cut us off. Marco arrived. He was my fiancé, and everyone already treated him like the next Don. But his men surrounded Bianca like she was something precious. She was pale and fragile, dressed in brand new. I knew that dress. His mother, Mrs. Valenti, had sewn it herself. Marco had once hinted it was for me. I had imagined myself wearing it. If I had not heard the truth last night, I would have come today in plain clothes, just like Marco told me to. The Don's daughter breaking festival tradition in public. Papa would have been humiliated because of me. Again. The girls around us started whispering.
Who gave Bianca the right to draw a token?
Bianca drew every year, boarded Marco's boat every year, and never married him. She should have been disqualified by now.
The moment Bianca coughed, Marco draped his coat over her shoulders.
It's windy. Don't catch a cold.
Bianca is just lucky. She draws a red token every time. And the rules never said getting on the boat means she has to marry.
If you can't accept that, try your own luck. Don't blame anyone else when you draw a blank token.
Every eye turned to me. Because the only girl unlucky enough to pull 7 blanks was me, Marco's fiancé. For 7 years, I watched another woman board his boat. In the past, I argued with Marco, used my place as the Don's daughter to demand Bianca be disqualified, and brought up every time he had favored her before. Last year was the worst. I grabbed Bianca and kicked her into the river. Marco sent her to the hospital, then brought his men to my house and kicked the door down while Papa was away. They tied me up and forced me into the freezing cold.
Serafina, whatever Bianca suffers, you suffer twice. If you want to enter the Velati family, learn your place. In my house, Bianca comes before you.
By the time Papa found me, I had already passed out in the water. That night, my fever hit 104. Marco chose to stay with startled Bianca and sent me only one message. If you're not dead, don't bother calling me. After that, my body could no longer handle the cold. But I still refused to give up. The moment my fever broke, I went after Marco again. I wanted an answer for those 7 years. Now, I had my answer. I ignored the argument and walked straight to the token chest.
Nobody wants to draw? Then I'll go first.
Marco's face flickered with panic. His prepared excuse got stuck in his throat. My calmness caught him off guard. He couldn't blame me like before, then ask Papa to punish me and push me to the end of the line. Now, how could he rig the token chest in front of the whole people? What if I really drew red token? Marco walked over and took my hand.
Serafina, Bianca isn't feeling well. She can't stand in the cold. Let her pull first. I just want to talk to you.
I pulled Frozen hand away and looked at the thick coat around Bianca's shoulders. I had stayed up all night making this as Marco's birthday gift last year. I had sewn the cuff buttons into orange blossoms for luck, pouring all my love for Marco into every stitch. Now it was keeping Bianca warm, and the sight made my eyes ache.
I'm cold too. I want to draw first.
Marco did not care my words, took my cold hands and covered them with his own to warm them.
It's this cold. Why didn't you dress warmer? Stop making a scene, Sarah. I know you're still angry about Bianca. The doctor said she only needs 1 more year to recover. Next year. I promise I'll marry you next year, waiting for me.
I looked at him.
Marco, do you really think I can't live without you?
He laughed softly and put a simple betrothal bracelet around my wrist.
You waited 7 years for me. No mafia man would dare let you onto his boat.
So he had known all along, and he had been using my love as a leash. Around us, young couples were exchanging handmade bracelets as wedding token. Past every year, I had made one for Marco. He never wore them. His wrist always carried the same plain silver bracelet. I thought I had not braided it well enough, so I even paid a craftsman at the shop to teach me. But in that shop, Marco was choosing a new one. Bianca tugged the silver bracelet on his wrist.
I can't believe you still wear the one I made you when we were kids.
Marco smiled without saying anything, hid the bracelet under his sleeve. I understood. No matter what I made, I could never compare to Bianca. I hid behind the shop and watched them choose new matching bracelets. They looked exactly like the one on my wrist. Thinking of that, I took mine off and threw it back to him.
Marco, don't give me cheap things you bought in bulk. There is no next year. Nonno wants to see me married. This year. If Bianca boards your boat again, we are done.
He did not mind. He only gave me a knowing smile.
So it's still about Bianca. I told you Bianca's like an older sister to me. She practically raised me. You've drew white tokens for 7 years already. What's 1 more year? I'll explain to your grandfather.
As he spoke, he made the call. The number on the screen was burned into my memory. It was Nonno's caregiver. I panicked and rushed forward to grab his phone.
If you have something to say it to me! Don't bother Nonno!
Last week, I visited Nonno at the hospital. Tubes covered his body, but he was still worried about me, and I could not stop crying. I was the one he could not let go of. He gasped for breath, forcing out each word.
Sarah married.
Mama cried beside him.
Your Nonno keeps saying Sarah has suffered for 7 years without getting on a boat. He went to the Velati family to demand an answer for you. If you don't board one this year, don't come see him again. He can't take it.
Back at the chapel, I knew what Marco was about to say, so I clamped my hand over his phone.
Let Bianca draw first. I agree.
Marco scoffed and hung up.
Now you're using Nonno to cheat me?
Cheat him? Maybe he was right. In early spring, I sat by an open window all night until I made myself sick enough for the hospital. to stop Marco and Bianca to meet Vineyard Capos. In summer, when he took Bianca sailing past the private docks with his guards, I lied that someone was following me and made him act as my personal bodyguard. In autumn, I brought pastries to his door and lied that Papa had summoned him to the estate for family business. And there were countless little things like that. A cut on my hand, a twisted ankle, a stomach ache. For 7 years, I used every foolish excuse just to keep him with me a little longer. I did not argue. I let go and stepped away from the token chest. Marco waved Bianca over. She came to me.
Sarah, let me go first. Maybe I'll bring you some good luck.
You're so naughty. If Serafina pulls another white, she'll blame you again.
Her eyes swept over me, waiting for me to lose my temper, but I didn't. I only stood quietly to the side and waited for her to draw her token. She found that boring, so she reached into the token chest and asked Marco.
What were you two saying?
Serafina's grandfather is sick. I'll visit him with her after the boats leave.
Oh, a red token.
Bianca could not hide the smug look on her face.
Sorry, Sarah. Marco's boat is mine again this year.
Before I could answer, Marco stepped in front of her to protect her.
These are the San Giovanni's rules. Your tantrum won't change them. Bianca just has better token luck. Sarah, stop being petty.
Let's see who dares touch my niece. I don't care if she's the Don's daughter.
Mrs. Valenti hurried over and pulled Bianca into her
Don't
arms.
be afraid, Bianca. If I say you can get on the dragon boat, then no one can stop you. I'd like to see who dares lay a hand on you.
Watching them protect Bianca like that, my heart twisted once. For 7 years, I had tried to please them. I remembered every birthday. I bought every gift. Whenever I visited, I helped in the kitchen, cleaned their house, and tried to make Mrs. Valenti like me. I even memorized Bianca's allergies and favorite foods. And what did I get in return? They always thought I was just throwing a tantrum, but I was only fighting for the right a fiancé should have had. Papa stood behind me and sighed.
This is the family you've been desperate to marry into. We only wanted you to be happy, but this...
Papa, I'm drawing now. This time, I'll get red token.
My answer was nothing like the past years, and it surprised him.
Good, good. I'll wait for you. Even if it's not a red token, it's fine.
I looked up at Marco and his mother.
You're right. We follow the rules. I'm drawing token now. Please move.
As I walked past them, Mrs. Valenti froze, then grabbed my sleeve.
Serafina, Marco's boat already has Bianca on it. Why draw it all? If you board another man's boat, don't ever think of entering the Valati house again. The Valentis don't take a bride another man has touched.
Marco's
Ma,
face
don't
changed.
say that!
Marco panicked, caught between his mother and the fiancé. He had never thought he married other. He tried to reach out to block my way, but the cold look in my eyes made him pull back. I stepped around the three of them.
Nonno can't wait. And neither can I. Marco, I waited 7 years for you. This year, I'm done waiting.
Marco panicked and blocked the token box.
Why? Why can't you just back down this once? Look around, Serafina. Which one of them would dare take you?
Tell me, who here would dare let Serafina Ferrani onto his boat?
His voice went cold. Every young man looked away. Everyone on this coast knew I had chased Marco for 7 years. Build a family with a woman like that, and her heart will never truly be with you. But I did not care. I never planned to marry any of them. Marco turned to me with pleading eyes. Bianca had already used the moment to board his boat and settle safely inside.
Sarah, just wait 1 more year. Marco only wants to protect me from being married off. We're all family anyway. When you marry him, you'll have to call me sister. Don't pull red token and end up with no boat to board. That would be embarrassing.
After saying that, she covered her mouth and laughed. The families who hated Papa laughed too. I looked at Papa's red face, and guilt filled my chest. All these years chasing Marco had not only humiliated me, it had humiliated my family too. I had backed down too many times. I did not want to stay soft forever. I pushed Marco away and reached into the token chest. Before I could grab one, Marco pressed down on my hand.
Serafina, think clearly. Bianca is already on my boat.
Even if you pull red token, I won't let you board.
I nodded. Of course I had thought it through. Today, I was getting on that dragon boat, no matter what. When force did not work, Marco lowered voice and pleaded again.
Serafina, if you do this, I won't go see Nonno with you. Can you really let him down?
I laughed softly.
Marco, why do you think Nomno backed you? It was because I loved you.
His face froze. I pulled my wrist free.
I don't love you anymore. So Nonno won't like you either. Move. I'm drawing token.
Papa's men stepped forward and pulled Marco back. He looked at me unwillingly.
Serafina, you've been mine for 7 years. You belong to the Valiti family. 7 years of white tokens. This year will be the same.
I ignored him and searched the chest. White tokens were smooth, red ones were rough, so the token draw was never serious. It was just a game to make everyone laugh. I had really believed my luck was that bad. 7 years, 7 blank tokens. They had made my life into a joke. Then my fingers found a rough edge I had never touched before. I pulled the token out. The whole crowd erupted.
Red! Serafina drew red token!
No, that's impossible!
Marco tore free and kicked over the token chest. Red and white tokens flew into the air. He turned to his younger brother in panic.
That's impossible. There weren't supposed to be any red tokens.
His brother shrank behind the crowd, too scared to look at him. There had been too many eyes on the platform. He had never gotten the chance to tamper with it. Papa understood everything at once. Now he knew why I had drawn white tokens for 7 years. His face darkened.
She drew a red token. By the rules of San Giovanni.
He looked at me.
Serafina, get on the boat.
Marco suddenly looked hopeful again. The water in front of me was empty, while the other boats had already pulled aside. So he stepped in front of his own boat.
Sera, give in, and I'll make Bianca get off.
I lowered my eyes to the ripples on the river and ignored him. A new boat was already gliding slowly toward me. Panic flashed across his face. He jumped onto his boat and pulled at Bianca.
Bianca, get off first. I'm taking Sera.
Too late. While they were still pulling at each other and arguing, a new boat came to a stop. A large, clean-boned hand reached out to me and lifted me steadily onto the boat. A brand new coat fell over my shoulders. Warmth wrapped around me at once. A deep voice came from above.
Serafina, I'm sorry. I'm not great with boats. I kept you waiting.
It's cold. Wear this first.
I looked up. It was Nico, my childhood sweet friend from another mafia family. The boy who once walked me home with guards behind us before he was sent to Boston.
I've been gone too long. I almost forgot the customs. My mother said girls are supposed to wear red today. Don't worry. It's brand new. My mother and grandmother made it themselves.
After saying that, Nico sat at the bow and started rowing. Before I could thank him, the boat lurched forward and threw me back into my seat.
Sit tight. We're leaving.
I wrapped the red coat tight as the boat cut through the water. It came like a gust of wind and left just as fast. By the time Marco looked up, I was already gone. He scrambled onto his own boat and rowed after us. Left on the shore, Bianca grabbed Mrs. Valenti's arm, furious and red-eyed.
Auntie, look what Marco did! I drew the token. I was supposed to be on that boat.
Mrs. Valenti was shaken too. She turned to Papa at once.
Don Ferraro, the children are engaged. We'll start preparing the wedding now.
She needed an answer. Now. The girl who had chased her son for 7 years and could make her son the next Don had actually boarded another man's boat. She had only wanted to teach me a lesson, never thinking I would really leave. Now she remembered Marco's face, empty like his soul had been pulled out. For the first time, she regretted listening to Bianca. I was the daughter-in-law she had chosen all along. Papa laughed coldly.
Now you want a wedding? You said rules are rules. My daughter drew an engraved token and boarded her groom's boat.
So follow the rules.
Mrs. Valenti could not answer. Papa stepped closer.
You knew she was Marco's fiancée.
For 7 years, you prepared no wedding, watched her pull blanks, and let your son take Bianca onto his boat. Today, you even tried to switch her token again.
Papa grabbed Tommy by the arm and pulled blank tokens from his pockets. The white tokens scattered across the platform like dirty snow. The whole crowd went silent. Papa's voice turned hard.
You wanted Bianca safe and my daughter waiting. But Serafina is not something your family can draw up and put down. She is my daughter. As of today, the engagement is over.
Papa left them there and walked to the water's edge. He was waiting for me to finish the festival route and come home. Mrs. Valenti shook so hard she could barely stand. Bianca tried to hold her. Mrs. Valenti shoved her away.
Go! When Marco comes back, he'll blame you.
Bianca froze.
Leave while you still can.
Mrs. Valenti closed her eyes. She knew her son. If Marco could not bring me back, there would be hell to pay. Our town was built along the sea. The wedding route passed 9 bends of coastline and 9 stone bridges. Married women waited on the bridges, ready to throw flower garlands onto the passing boats. The first bridge was already ahead. Nico turned back to me.
My mother and grandmother are up there. Don't be nervous. They've wanted you in my family since we were children. Even while I was away, they never let go of that plan. When they heard you agreed to board my boat, they were happier than I was.
The knot in my chest finally loosened. Last night, when I called Nico Rossetti, I was desperate. Every man in town already knew Marco had claimed me for 7 years. No one would dare take me. Then I saw Nico's update. He was back from Boston after putting his men and his power in place there. I called him. He said yes before I could even finish. He even asked me what he needed to prepare for the festival.
Serafina, I'm happy you chose me for this. We grew up inside the close family circle. Why did you stop talking to me?
I could not answer. Back then, I had feelings I did not know how to name. He was the best student in school. I was afraid that if I said the wrong thing, I would lose even his friendship. By the time I understood what I felt, he had gone to Boston. He was the Rossetti family's most promising heir. I knew his family had bigger plans for him, so I buried what I felt. By the time I knew I should say it, he went to Boston to secure their power there, and I stayed in this town. Today, Nico wore a black festival suit. The dark fabric stretched over his broad shoulders as he rode through the water. At the first bridge, a garland of red flowers fell into our boat. It smelled like herbs, sea salt, and sunlight. I looked up. I could not see the women clearly through the light, but their laughter was warm. For the first time that morning, I smiled. Behind us, Marco was rowing like a madman. His eyes stayed fixed on the boat that had taken me away. He had not seen the man clearly, but the figure felt familiar. The sea route he knew by heart suddenly felt strange. All those years I had watched him take Bianca onto his boat. Now he finally knew what it felt like. Helpless, humiliated, left behind. He kept asking himself why I had not boarded his boat, but the answer was obvious. His boat already had Bianca. He had never planned to let me on. Marco had always thought I would never leave. For 7 years, he took another woman onto his boat and still expected me to run after him. The younger men once asked him how he did it.
How do you keep Serafina and Bianca from tearing each other apart?
Marco always laughed.
It's easy. When I say jump, Serafina asks how high. Besides, Bianca's like family. Why would Serafina fight her?
Even last year, when I pushed Bianca into the harbor, Marco had felt more pride than anger. To him, it proved I loved him enough to fight, loved him enough to lose control. His mother said a bride had to be trained before entering the Valenti family, so Marco listened. He punished me. When I lay there burning with fever, he told himself he would marry me next year. Then Bianca said a boss from another family wanted to claim her by force next San Giovanni. Marco hesitated again. 1 more year. I had waited 7. What was 1 more? He never thought I would run out of years to give. He never thought another boat would come for me. He had warned every man on this coast not to take me. So where did that boat come from? Marco gripped the oars harder.
When I catch her, I'll make her understand. You don't board a stranger's boat just to make me jealous.
The ninth bend of the coast passed my family's house. Mama stood by the water, searching every boat. Papa must have sent word that I had finally boarded one. When the boat came into view, she saw me at once.
Serafina!
Her eyes filled with tears. This was the first time she had ever seen me come home on a boat. Nico steered toward the shore.
Careful.
He helped me step off the boat. Mama stared at him, then smiled.
Nico, you're back. I still remember you waiting outside the Ferrari estate every morning just to walk Serafina home with your guards behind you. Your mother said you already secured Boston. Where are you going next?
Nico did not answer right away. He lifted the edge of my coat so it would not drag in the sand. Then he looked at me.
Nowhere. I'm 30 now. It's time to settle down.
I froze. He continued before I could speak.
By town tradition, Serafina boarded my boat. That means she agreed to marry me, right? My family has everything ready. I only need her answer.
I stared at him. That was not what he said last night. Last night, he said he was helping an old childhood friend board the boat, finish the route, then visit Nonno with me. How did it become a real marriage? Before I could ask, Marco's voice came from the water.
Serafina!
His boat had caught up. Nico saw Marco coming and tightened his grip on my hand.
You boarded my boat. Are you gonna deny it now?
That's not...
Then tell me what he has that I don't.
His voice stayed low, but his eyes were fixed on mine.
Or is Marco the only man you'll ever want?
My mind was a mess, but one thing was clear. I would never marry Marco. Marco was almost at the shore. I squeezed Nico's hand back.
Don't regret this.
Nico answered at once.
I won't.
Mama's face lit up.
Good. Good, good.
Serafina's dowry has been ready for years. Today is perfect.
Then she looked coldly at Marco, who had just climbed onto the shore.
Marco, remember to come to the wedding dinner tonight. Serafina waited 7 years. Today, she finally boarded a boat.
Marco stopped dead. His eyes locked on my hand and Nico's. Then he roared.
I don't agree! Serafina is my fiancée. Who the hell are you? Let go of her!
For the first time, I looked at his bloodshot eyes and felt nothing. He reached for me. Nico stepped in front of him. I looked past Nico and saw Marco's empty boat.
Why didn't you bring Bianca this time?
Marco's voice shook.
Because you were leaving me. I was scared you wouldn't want me anymore.
I almost laughed.
So you only cared when you thought I would leave?
I turned away and took Nico's hand.
Serafina, don't go! I'll go see Nonno with you. I have my ID. We can get married right now!
The car door for me.
Are you sad?
I shook my head. I had cried enough last night. I was not wasting more tears on Marco.
Let's go to the hospital.
Nonno had waited too long, and I was the reason he could not leave in peace. Through the glass, Nonno lay in bed, weak and covered in tubes. When he saw Nico and me walk in together, his eyes lit up. Nico helped me sit by the bed, then held Nonno's hand. Nonno moved his lips. I understood him. He was saying Nico was good.
Good.
Whoever I chose, he would choose too. I held back my tears and told him everything that had happened today. Nico leaned close to his ear.
No, I promise. I'll take good care of Serafina.
Nonno smiled. A real smile. Papa and Mama soon arrived. Mama wiped her eyes and said softly,
Serafina is having her wedding dinner tonight. Married on the eve of San Giovanni. She will be blessed.
After seeing Nonno, Papa and Mama rushed home to prepare the feast. Nico took me into town. When the rings were brought out, I froze. They were my design. A mountain and a wave leaning into each other.
How do you have this?
Nico looked at me.
I saw your sketches before I left for Boston. I thought if you ever got married, you would want to wear your own design. So I had them made before I came back.
He slid the ring onto my finger. I put the other one on him. Only then did it feel real. I was getting married. When we got home, the courtyard was already full of red and white balloons. A red carpet stretched from my front door to Nico's. Our mothers stood at the entrance, directing the neighborhood women. Water boiled, meat roasted. Relatives carried red gift boxes down the road. The whole street had turned into a wedding feast. Nico traced a circle on my palm.
You wasted years on the wrong man. But somehow, you still came back to me.
His eyes stayed on
What
mine.
I didn't say before Boston, I can finally say now. Serafina Ferrari, I love you. Spend your life with me.
I smiled.
Me too.
Then a sharp cry cut through the courtyard. Bianca! Her red dress was gone. Her hair was messy, her eyes were wild, and a large suitcase dragged behind her. The moment she saw me, she dropped to her knees.
Serafina, please, let me live. Go back and marry Marco. The Valentis are throwing me out. I have nowhere to go. Please, have some pity.
People stopped to watch. Whispers spread through the street. A flash of satisfaction crossed Bianca's face, and she cried even louder.
My parents are dead. I have no family. You have a Don for a father and a man who loves you. I have nothing. I'll kneel if I have to. Just go back and talk to Marco. There is nothing between us. He was only helping me.
The neighborhood women could not take it anymore.
Wasn't she the one who ran off with a rich man and got her parents killed in that crash?
Now she's ruining the Validi family too.
Last year she was all over Big Tony from the next town. Why didn't she board his boat?
Serafina, ignore her. Go inside and put on your wedding dress.
The Valentis arrived, dragging Bianca up while apologizing again and again. Marco came behind them, pale and silent. The gossip had cut into him. Bianca kept begging. Marco finally snapped.
Shut up. Say one more word and I'll throw you into the harbor!
Marco's eyes landed on the rings on my hand and Nico's. His eyes turned red, but he said nothing. He turned and followed his family away. I did not look at him again. I took Nico's hand and went inside.